Yeah, first off, obviously, just want to thank everyone from the staff at the GLI. We thought everything was first class, from everything here at the rink to the hotel, the meals, everything. So it was a pleasure to be a part of. Obviously, it was good to get the result for us today. That was a hard-fought game. I thought we did a really good job of keeping our composure in some moments where maybe it could have went sideways, and then I thought we had some guys who maybe haven't played the most minutes for us in the most games this year that really stepped up and gave us a lot of good shifts and a lot of life when we needed it. And obviously, really proud of this guy coming in and after a couple of days of practice, playing his first collegiate game and getting his first win. Thought the guys did a good job in front of him, but I thought when we needed him, he stood up big time.
Just kind of start with that, Mathis. I mean, obviously, Ferris came hot and hard at you guys. I mean, what was kind of your mindset and your approach to this game?
Well, for me, it was an exciting moment. First game in CAA, so I think I give it all out to this team. It was a meaningful game for me. Proved those guys like I'm there for a good reason and I can be part of this league. So obviously, I came up ready.
Does it affect your preparation when it's a debut like that? Like, do you do anything differently for nerves or anything like that?
Well, obviously it's a bit nervous, but I think last year what I done in the QMJHL, going to the playoff Memorial Cup, I think that's a lot of baggage for me that helped me in those situations of like calming down and like put the stress away and just be ready.
Talk about your journey, junior and now NCAA in Miami.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like I'm not gonna lie, like 1 year ago, like I thought maybe leaving hockey to go police, and obviously like Rimouski trusted me and I grow myself, and like obviously it's been a very nice year, like all year. So no, for me it's a lot of experience, but like it's very fun.
What were your initial thoughts, I guess, on the pace of play going from the Q here to the college game, at least from playing today?
Well, obviously it's a lot stronger. The guys are bigger, stronger. It's a lot grittier. The shot came faster, but I think tonight the guy in front of me made a pretty decent job to keep the shot offside, and I was there when the guys needed me. So no, it was good.
Did you say police work was what you were thinking about?
Yeah, well, obviously, like 1 year ago, the team that had my rights, they didn't want me. They said, like, we don't want you in our team. I go back to minor junior. So obviously, and then Batters got me and Rimouski got me, but it's a lot of emotion this past year.
I guess kind of just tell that to maybe some people that still don't understand how major junior guys can come play college now. There's guys like you that they might not have a future after 2021 aging out. Now you have that opportunity to come play here in NCAA. What does that kind of mean for players like you?
Well, obviously, this league, that's what it's all about. Like coming here after the Q, it's for me, I'll learn to speak English. I'll go do my school, and I'll play in a very good league of hockey. So it's all positive effects. And when Anthony spoke to me the first time, that's what like made the big part of my decision for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any others for Mathis? No? Coach?
Well, Coach, I guess talk about Matt's game tonight. His first ever college hockey game, and get you guys the win.
Yeah, and I think part of our staff's trust in putting him in this moment, obviously in a big tournament against a good team. And listen, there was a lot of pride going into that game from both sides. You didn't want to come here and leave on a losing note. And obviously an old CCHA rivalry between us and Ferris. And again, I think where both of our programs are at right now, every game is meaningful. Like, it matters for what we're trying to do, for who we want to be, for the direction we're trying to go in. And I think our staff's trust in Mathis was just his experience. Like, he number one, he trusted in us when we were in need and we needed a goaltender. He trusted to come, that this was the place he wanted to come, continue his hockey career and his education. But also, like, he's been in big moments. I think it's hard sometimes, we talk a lot about what it's been like for CHL guys coming to college. I think sometimes it's hard for us, especially that live in the States, to understand how big the Memorial Cup is and what that moment and what that stage is like. And for those guys, other than maybe playing in the Olympics or the Stanley Cup, that's as big as it gets in hockey. So, his experience in that, I think, was a big part of, in us watching him play in that last year is a big part of why we, number one, brought him here, but trusted to put him in, and we'll continue to trust him in big moments because he's been there before and he's proven it.
We hear a lot of talk about like some of the, top 5, 10 programs that want to get CHL talent, some of the first round draft picks you see, but for the older players who are coming into the NCAA, like how much of a advantage is that for some of the programs that are trying to build something and sort of have that talent pool that you can draw from?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was massive. I mean, again, we talked about it, a little bit yesterday. Like we needed 21 new players, so we had to get creative, and we couldn't have all freshmen, and we needed guys with different experience levels. And I think part of the team is getting guys from different areas and different regions and different backgrounds, and that's what makes up a team. And for us, it was character and compete level, and we were not going to bend on that. So when it got to the CHL, it was a little bit different because we couldn't go through the normal channels we normally would to get background information on guys. It was a little bit harder. We had to get creative, but we passed on a lot of guys that maybe would have helped us hockey-wise because and maybe we didn't know we just couldn't get the information, or we were being patient and waiting. And the guys that we did take, I mean, I can tell you that anyone that's around them, you talk about guys that are of high character and of high compete. We have 3 guys that came directly from the CHL, and we have 2 guys that came from U Sports after playing in the CHL, and then obviously adding one at Christmas. And I think they've been tremendous assets to our program. I think our guys have loved getting to know them and hearing their stories and their background, which is a lot different than traditional maybe AAA hockey in the U.S. or Minnesota high school, and then playing in the USHL or the North American Hockey League and coming here. So I think it's been great. I think it's certainly raised the level of college hockey, and I think it's given a lot of these guys a new lease on life. I mean, you just heard the story here of maybe being a policeman, and I think that's going to be a really cool story for all of us to tell in a couple of years, because I think I know what direction he's going in as a potential hockey player. So I think it's been great. It's been awesome to work with those guys. I know the guys that we have at Miami University have been really tremendous. Not just members of our team, but just what they've done at school and how they've been in the community have been unbelievably impressive.
When you're in a position to, not want to go home on a losing note, you have a stellar goalie performance yesterday. What prompts the switch there?
I think a little bit of, and trust me, it was something we talked about at length in wanting to make sure we put him in a position to be successful. But I think it was a combination of, number one, this is a guy that trusted in us and came here and left a great organization to trust in Miami University to come in and showcase himself and be a part of our team. So it was an opportunity for him to do that, and obviously we trusted him to do that. It was an opportunity for, Mateo's played every minute of the season. It was an opportunity for us, I thought, after maybe his best start of the season last night, to get him a little bit of rest. And we just felt like it was a little bit of a spark for our team as well. And again, we just thought it was something that he had earned and was certainly ready for.
Looking at the second half here, obviously got a lot of tough teams again, and certainly the toughest conference in college hockey with Mateo and obviously with Mathis here. Are we seeing a 1A, 1B, or what are we looking at?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited in Benji Motu as well. I think all 3 of these guys, like, it's been pretty cool the last week here together, just seeing them, how competitive they are in practice, how much they get along, and how much they push each other. And I think having another guy that's capable, it's like having competitive guys in the locker room together. It's going to bring the best out of other guys. And I think if these 3 guys are as competitive as I know that they are, I think they're all going to bring a higher level out of each other. So it's something we're excited about as a program, for sure.